Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Remember Me. So, I wanted to reload the game and exit out, mainly because the game was not really giving me a good example of when it was saving. So it says we're 8% done with the game already, an hour and 30 minutes in. Let's hit continue the story and see where we end up. Yeah, I've just not been seeing any indicator in the lower right where it normally would be, or the lower left section of the screen. The other reason I wanted to reset is because I had left the game running, and so I thought maybe, just maybe, there was a good point for a refresh to get some of the. Every now and then you just get a little bit of a stutter. Oh, I was. The game has told us we can run now.
Finally,
with the right bump.
the leaking brain.
We've gone through all the slums to reach this point. Apparently Neo Paris is nice in some parts, but not where we are. You just have this barrier here. Look at all that texture. Boy, does this feel like this was originally intended to be like an open world Mirror's Edge-ish gameplay place. You don't do this just for no reason. They wanted you to be able to jump over these things, and at the last second they couldn't. They chose not to allow that. So our goal has been getting to the leaking brain for a while. And we've run into 2 or 3 fights to get to this point, to meet face to face with the person who I assume is going to be our mission guilder, or maybe our merchant character. There's a ton of in-game flow cutscenes to coin a new phrase, and I'd really like to see her get out of the straitjacket. She's been in it too long. But nobody seems to also care that she's in this weird straitjacket-esque outfit. At the very least, everybody else has some kind of coat over them. That might explain why none of the people want anything to do with you, is because you're dressed like an insane person. A lot of incidental noise. The 5th stat pack collected adds an extra chunk to your health. Okay. I know that there's 2 more collectibles in this episode, so we should be moving on to the next episode. Yes, in-game flow cutscenes is a nice descriptor of what's happening.
Pretty, but you're not my style.
Apparently.
Fix yourself up a little and I'll see what I can do.
Things,
another time, perhaps.
Things blocking every path.
Flashy, that outfit.
Alright, at least somebody mentions that.
You look just as lost as I am.
I would call them in-game cutscenes, usually, but in this instance, I don't know if that's an accurate description, but they certainly are breaking up the game flow a lot. Just another piece of junk blocking all the paths. This is like, you've got 3 months to get release this game, and there's all kinds of paths that don't go anywhere, therefore we're gonna fill it with junk. In fact, almost all the junk we've seen up until this point in the slums might very well be built around establishing the fact that the slums are full of garbage. This is the happy hour 24/7.
Stupid mem junkies.
Someone gave Johnny my name.
Headache Tommy. Person we're supposed to talk to. And here's a door that's almost certainly gonna unlock.
Johnny wants my heart for Christmas.
There's a collectible here.
Bob, shut up!
There's some weirdness going on with her speed. Like, I can't hit B and leave this area. I'm stuck. And we saw a collectible.
I'll eat your damn heart if you don't.
And I don't see where it is now.
Leave me alone. Try somewhere else.
Big mem junkie.
So it must either be hidden somewhere where I can't reach right now, or I collected it and didn't even realize I collected it. It was a big orange container.
Johnny wants my heart.
Bob, shut up!
It's not back there. Let's just move the story forward, I guess. It slows you down as you approach this
Johnny
area.
wants my heart for Christmas. You know that, huh, Tommy?
You're safe here, Bob. Don't sweat it.
Well, B! Edge did it! Come here, sweetheart.
Apparently
Nilin,
you didn't warn her that
seems
she
like a
didn't
lifetime.
have any memory.
I'm sorry. I have no memory of you.
You really can't remember this pretty boy face of mine?
I'm sorry.
Look how scarred up
Hell.
that is.
Well, we all lost bits and pieces in the war. But you're free, sweetheart. That's what counts.
I guess. Feels like I'm lost.
See, we're an
First
hour and a
things
half
first,
into the
sister.
game, and she's saying something she
Let's get
probably
you out of those straps.
should have said 5 minutes into the gameplay. In fact, you have an opportunity. It's pretty easy here, where she could have, the game could have started in this cutscene, and then you could have had her, had him ask her to tell her,
That glove over there,
what
it's
happened,
yours.
and then you could just
Rescued
flash
it from
back
your safe house, along with your fancy
to do
combat
episode
skin.
0 and everything
Lucky
up
thing they
until
caught
this
you
point.
on a day off. Now this is 100% Nilin. Way above the model I used to use. It's beyond me, sister. You're the only one who can use it.
What did they do to you?
Down there, in La Bastille. Unlike you, I had to stay for the whole program.
Well then, let's get you changed.
Then why did the
The
program
combat
not work?
skin is in the locker.
Combat skin. There was no explanation on what the glove actually did. And she would need that explanation as much as I would. That bottle is oddly shiny
Bob,
and in the right
get
way.
out of here. I'll call Johnny. The big advantage with the natives is they've got the memory of a goldfish. No risk of him turning you over to Olga Sedova.
The bounty hunter? Is she dangerous?
Determined. She'll turn the slum inside out to catch you.
Not just to catch you. Typical brain rat. Barely outside and already working.
Nilin?
This is for you, David.
So finally, an hour and a half into the game, we get to the part that this game was sold on, which is the memory remixing element. So this lady wants to kill me, and I assume there's no achievement for sitting here. And I'm gonna go into her brain and basically erase and change it. It is quite the violation. Some might call it a rape of a sort, but let's not use that phrase. And I imagine when I'm done with this scene, she'll be my best friend. Of course, the question is, has this ever been done to me? So I have no idea how this plays out or how this works. This was the trailer though. This was the part that got people's attention. Even though there is the standard main game play mechanic of fighting, introducing a new gameplay mechanic would be very, very nice.
This is for you, David.
Particularly if it's slightly less violent, although I'd argue this may not be psychologically any better.
This memorial transfusion has a good chance of healing your husband, Mrs. Sedova. Shared happy memories have an extremely positive impact on patients.
So he has
the
something,
syndrome that your
I assume, physically.
from is a classic. Excessive memorial deletions, acute dependency on exterior mnemonic triggers. Aggravated risk of identity. Short. The inevitable shattering of already fragmented personality. Here.
So he has physical symptoms from all the memory sense and stuff.
Help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
I don't get why you would even ever get a Sensen installed.
David. Remember us.
If this was a risk.
Remember yourself.
Memorial transfusion complete.
Don't worry. NMP is the best hospital for the treatment of memorial afflictions. Everything will be all right.
That guy is way too creepy.
Yes, of course.
That's way too on the nose.
Good. The initial results are encouraging. We need to schedule more treatments. Great deal more. It's an extremely expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
So, like, obviously no socialized medicine in Neo-Paris, and the prices have gone high. Your objective is to alter the scene so Dr. Quaid kills David Sedova instead of curing him. Which, even if he did cure him, I guess David died some other way anyways. I kind of would like them to show me what happened and then let me rewind and see what I can alter. First step is to find the memory glitches that you can interact with. So, this is branching narrative. Branching narrative stuff that we've seen in some other games, certainly. Generally, it doesn't tend to be the most open way of playing a game because you can only branch into things they've thought before. You're approaching a memory glitch. Rotate left back slower and slower. Left stick click or left stick up to stop on the glitch. So, we found the memory glitch. Press B to activate it. So we're gonna unlock the strap.
The NMP is the best hospital for the treatment of memorial afflictions.
So now the strap is unlocked.
Everything will be all right.
And see, this is, I guess, where you see a lot of the animation would have gone. Seems like the camera too is slightly
the initial results are encouraging.
Under my control, but not a lot.
Schedule more treatments. Great deal more. It's an extremely expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
And see, I imagine there's multiple outcomes and multiple things I'm gonna have to do. Only unlocking the strap was not enough to reach your objective. find the right combination of memory glitches to make Dr. Quaid kill David. Please rewind. Rewinding through the strap unlock memory glitch will cancel the interaction. You can track activated memory glitches on the bottom of the screen. So is that what that symbol was supposed to be? So let's see what the first thing
This
we
is
can
for you,
interact
David.
with is. Seems like there's
This
no
memorial
way
transfusion has a good chance of healing your husband, Mrs. Sedova. Shared happy memories have an extremely positive impact on patients.
I
The
guess
symptom that your
pressing
husband
up
suffers from is a classic.
is what you're supposed to do.
Excessive memorial deletions, acute dependency on exterior mnemonic triggers.
There we go. Capsules. So we switch out the capsules to a red one.
Aggravated risk of loading identity.
Alright, wait.
Personality.
Trolley, move.
Short.
Alright.
The inevitable shattering of already.
Alright, there's another glitch over here.
Inevitable shattering of already fragmented.
Wait.
Shattering of
I don't understand why I get this glitch, and then it seems like I can't alter
short.
it.
The inevitable.
There you go. You gotta really tap it. Ping machine.
Shattering of already fragmented personality. Here, these endorphins should lubricate the process.
Invert.
Memorial flux inversion in progress.
Help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
And so now the memories are gonna go into her when he gets these bad memories.
Doctor, he's pouring into me. Stop him!
Mrs. Sedova?
Collapse of donor identity imminent.
And see, this is like a lot have been changed.
Where's my face?
It's impossible!
Like drastically it's changed. I don't know if I've just unlocked it.
Quarantine!
So empty. So.
See, and I'm not sure that was the right move. Voting the memory transfusion has killed Olga. This is called a memory bug, as you can't remember that you're dead, can you? So we're gonna have to rewind. We're gonna have to rewind back to the point where that happened.
Memorial flux inversion in progress.
And help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
Nope, that still didn't cancel enough. Canceled.
Here.
So you're really looking at the lower
These
left-hand
endorphins
part
should
of the
lubricate
screen.
process and help ease
So that's not a glitch
his
we can do.
receptivity to the transfusion.
I kind of wonder, is this the game?
Tachycardia.
This is the part of the game
unusual.
that should
Doctor,
be happening.
what's wrong?
He's a little flustered, that's all. Nothing to worry
Where
about.
the fighting section should have
Try
just
to
not
focus on
even
blissful
been
memories.
something that they should have started developing. Let's see. Alright. Can I just flick it up and hit B?
Come on, David. Remember us. Remember yourself.
Down to the clouds, where do you crawl? What? The flies eat me! The flies take me!
Right, and let's free the strap. So I gotta flick it up and then release the strap. And what does Aw Guy do? It said I could do that with the down D-pad.
How is this possible? Take my eyes! Filthy degenerate! Die!
No!
So 3 out of the 5 things I did interacted there. 2 of them didn't seem like they mattered. How many sequences are there going to be here? Maybe 8, I would say. Wouldn't be surprised if it's as low as 4 or 5. See, now we're back into
I'm not here to take you in. Do you still plan to take down Memorize? Yes. Then we share the same enemy.
Well, there's a turnaround. I mean, a happy turn-up. For everyone.
I know Olga has her own reasons. Actually, just the one reason.
The great Olga Sedova siding with the error.
Why is he questioning it?
Must be something in the water.
Last time I took you in, you were young and quick on your feet. Just because you're not on my list doesn't make us drinking buddies.
Don't sweat it. I'll cancel the romantic weekend for 2. But Nilin has a rendezvous with high society, and the route is alive with surveillance. Have you got any ideas?
Oh, I got better than ideas.
Seems like I'm gonna leave this area without finding that collectible.
That's the Nilin I know. A magician. Nobody can turn heads quite like you.
First you hit me, then you ruin my little business. You want a love-hate relationship, you got one.
Whatever, we're wasting time. Thanks, Tommy, truly.
Arguably,
you haven't lost it, sweetheart.
What you remixed in her mind,
Edge was right to bet it all on
wouldn't
you.
Directly guarantee that she had
Everybody's counting on you
to blame Memorize. When she may just have blamed that doctor. Well, she may have had those memories, but decided some other way to respond to them. Since we're just changing, in the end, man is not entirely guilty. He did not start history nor wholly innocent. He continues it. It doesn't seem like we can control her idea
but the risks
or
Tommy
her
and Edge have
reactions
taken
to
free me
memories.
have got me feeling troubled. Now they want me to punish Neo-Paris's privileged few. Edge talks about a clandestine mission to be accomplished in the heart of the Saint-Michel Comfortress. About a brutal wake-up of this high-security district, making it fertile for the seeds of revolution. And why not? Though his fight is legitimate, it's his friendship that has been clinging to my drifting thoughts. Why did our enemies erase my memory? Am I really that dangerous? In my chest, my throat, on the tips of my fingers, I can feel the throb of the power that scares them so. It scares me too. The power to take what someone is, their memories, and bend them to my will. To rewrite their history. To play God.
This is a
The mere thought
really
sends me reeling.
well-placed speech.
If this ability really is the core of
It
who
really
I once
needed to
was,
be
then
said.
I must relearn what has been taken from me. I must master this talent.
And I guess when you think about it, Life is Strange is the same mechanic as the memory eraser mechanic. It's a time rewinding mechanic where you can make some slight changes and have branching paths. It says macrowave. There. Maybe the reason why I'm not seeing any save
Welcome to San
icons
Michel
is
District.
because I have an
Thank you for
SSD
flying, Air Sedova.
and it's just taking no time.
Good hunting.
I could do with a
whatsoever to
guide.
save.
No can do.
I just saw it
Family
loading
business
my
to take care
the
of.
save icon this time, but generally speaking, that's the first time.
Your first target's name is Carrie Sheridan. I need some confidential codes hidden in her memory.
Who is she?
The most famous architect in Neo-Paris. Stored in her brain is every detail of every building she's designed.
How do I find her?
Your contact goes by the name of Bad Request. He's waiting on the last floor of the San Michel Rotunda.
It's odd the way they depict these email conversations, these chat conversations. You'd think you would have just Edge appear as a hologram in front of you. If this world can produce holograms so easily and efficiently, so that one is always hovering at the back of the neck of every character, why then just have an audio email flat icon in the top right? That feels very just consistent with video games and inconsistent with the story. Okay, we've got another rat. Cleaning drone needed, sorry for the inconvenience. These are trash cans. And we're getting little flat things. I wonder how many of these flat animations there are. It seems kind of crazy the way Neo-Paris works. There's, for the most part, no jobs that the drones, or at least androids, could do. So humans are left with kind of nothing. That's very French music. Yeah, so it seems like they have one guy just watching the drones work. But then the question, okay, two guys, one's on his smoke break. The question becomes, why is medical expenses so high at that point if everything is automated?
Keep it cool, Nilin. Keep it cool.
Closed, open at 10:30 a.m. Here we've got a lot of the standard Capcom just food items. They seem to have a large library of food items. There's a pigeon. Wouldn't be Paris without pigeons. Some of this seems to be in French. We have a oddly in pink and purple colored lady. The game seems to very much slow me down. Like, I'm hitting right bump right now trying to run. It's not letting me. I like Nilin's outfit. It's fashionable, as you would expect.
Behold the privileged few, safe with their little comforts, while others live in suffering a few meters from their barricade.
Although arguably,
no one chooses
it's
which
different
side of the
fashion.
firewall to grow up on.
It's not their selfishness that I condemn, sister. It's their eagerness to forget everything that bothers them.
It's like everybody seems to have their own random assortment of fashion.
I simply must have that dress for Simon's birthday. It's to die for. If you're still suffering from the delusion that you can still get into that size, you need a sense and check up.
And the game locked us out. Again, I really don't like that. It feels like this game must have been really, really buggy. That they had to make sure you couldn't do certain things. Still feel like I'd like to be able to hit right click and go into first person mode or left bump or you know, there's nothing really happening with the left or right trigger. And this game certainly should have some support for that. It's in no way that old. Yeah, I really don't know why there's so much art and fashion. Like, you're starting the development of your game focusing, I think, on the wrong thing. And clearly that's the case, because then we wouldn't have the press and fighting mechanic as bad as it is.
Rearticulated, recalled, packet by packet, from amidst the collective recollections
the control is vibrating a little bit.
Shall form a new word, and then the Lord reassembled will return to pay the price for the burden of our sins.
This guy seems to be preaching in techno babble. Still don't really know where we're supposed to be going. Are we supposed to be getting into this area? Which, wouldn't they scan my face and immediately know I was a wanted criminal? There is a point here that's not getting explained. Certainly. And then doors are doors, but they have a bit of technology on them. That's where you get into ridiculous levels of let's see, I guess these guys are. Is this?
Your health rating is insufficient for access. Please consult the closest SAT hatch for a detailed diagnosis.
So sick people can't get into whatever that is, whether that's just a border division or something. Who knows? Yeah, this is bad sci-fi writing, frankly. When you have doors with technology in them, it doesn't make sense. Doors will probably always be mostly bits of wood or metal or something. Maybe you have a fancy lock on it. Some fancy hardware.
I'm late.
Man,
Dear
that
Lord,
cutscene
I'm so very sorry, madam.
was
Hey,
worse
are you okay? Should I call
in
for
game
emergency
than
assistance?
the section that shows in the trailer.
Hey, I'm fine.
If you should desire to file a complaint, my identification has been saved by your Sensen terminal. Good day.
Finally! I've been waiting 20 minutes!
They can't communicate? Like, the android can't say, hey, I'm running late, and my apologies. I'll be at this point. So, in the trailer video that plays when you leave the main menu, like, where it is, just without hitting any button when you first launch the game, you see that android knock you down. That seemed to play literally no part in anything, and they shut a door on me again. So it's just bad priorities, I think. Really bad priorities to have somebody animate that cutscene when it doesn't mean anything or add anything to the story. It just kind of maybe establishes some characters.
With me, it's Christmas every day.
You shit sideways, I cuff you. You look at me funny, I track you down, then cuff you.
This is
Nobody gets away. Nobody touches me. The Christmas Show. Direct, live, and it's on Channel Fear.
See, this is very flashing because I want you to know who this character is.
With me,
because inevitably we'll end up fighting him or dealing with him in some way. And then, as soon as I walk a few steps away from here, let's see if we can actually see the door lock on me.
Is this your address, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
At your service. If you're prone to intermittent memorial access, you should activate your OG compass before going out.
Wait, it looks like we have another one there. Miss, are you okay? You seem lost.
It's her, the escaped memory hunter.
Okay. Patrol 17 log. Escaped suspect ID'd. Recovery in progress.
I hate when they make logs before they start attacking you. When you see an attack prompt, press A to dodge over your enemies. Over the enemy you are hitting. This allows you to continue your combo.
I can't see anything. Careful. Eat this. Together. Get together.
It seems more likely that what the case here is. I got prompt to overload. So let's do that. Performing enough power pressions on enforcers can trigger finishing moves. Overloads. I think I should do those just to be efficient. And so we now have a new prescient available. And I guess the door would shut as soon as I triggered that cutscene. But the weird thing here is the game is just never going to let me. It feels like it's just never going to let me actually enjoy the combo system as it is. Apparently these androids saw everything and don't care. And I guess I have to use the... I have to unlock something because I just don't want to have to deal with it otherwise. So it's hardly a shopping experience either. Like, let's see if I could put this here. That doesn't change anything. Yeah, until I can unlock some new combo, I don't see what I can do. Like, let's say... Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything is different. There looks like there's something to climb around. This looks like there's right in this area. So up we go. Cameras.
Taking the high road, huh? Your instincts are coming back to you.
Who were they? The uniforms.
Saber Force. Private police financed by Memorized. Crowd control with a smile.
So we must be in a new section of gameplay, a new episode. They didn't explain that. They also didn't really give any indicator that this is the the lady that we were following is the lady that we're interested in hijacking their memories of. So I'm not sure if that was just a random lady they were helping or if she's going to play a bigger role. I also don't, maybe the lady we saw with the android that knocked us over, maybe she was the lady we were supposed to do something with, but if
She's
that
around
was the
here
case,
someplace.
then
Sweep and search. She's a pro, so keep it tight.
and in areas like this, you're going to certainly have to look everywhere if you want to be certain that you're doing the right thing. Doesn't seem like there's anything up there. So if there was a collectible, I didn't see it. Feels like that could have been an area where a collectible would have been. Go ahead and take that. Feels like I am gonna have to get better about doing the healing move. But eventually I think I'd like a combo where it's really easy, where I can just tap Y over and over again to heal.
Hey, terrorist! I'm putting you in hospital!
Another cutscene. Seems like this guy's got a nightstick. And we've got angel wings now. Man, we are still tutorializing what is now, let's see, it's probably 2 hours and 15 minutes into gameplay. Nilin has remembered a new special person. Sense and Fury allows Nilin to free flow from enemy to enemy, striking harder each time. Don't break the flow. Press and hold left trigger to open the Sense and Reel. Hold left trigger, rotate the left stick, and highlight Sense and Fury. Press A to activate. When in Fury, Nilin is will not use her combos. Just keep pressing X and Y. The chain hits. The longer the Fury, the more damage it does. Alright, so button mashing mode. I wish you had given me that from the beginning. The number displayed over the Fury icon is the cooldown. It is time in seconds. You will need to wait before you can Fury. So, ideally, I don't feel like I'm getting extra experience for overloading, but it's probably just saving me frustration. Because I also don't feel like I'm getting I don't feel like I'm getting any penalty for using the memory overload. It seems like you just get an amount for defeating an enemy. A new class pressing is now available. Press this to enter Sensen menu. New pressing available. Performing the cooldown pressings new and will reduce all current cooldowns that are S pressings. This is an easy way to quickly reuse your Sense and Fury. So we've now got this system where ideally what I'm going to do here, and I think the DLC is probably helping a little bit in this, is I can just change the XXX combo from doing damage into just reducing the cooldown, so I can then do Fury mode and just button mash, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. So this move versus this move. This is a chop. This is a chop. Not changing too much. And this is a chop. So it's just chop chop. This is severely reducing the amount of damage I'm doing now. And theoretically, I think you'd probably be better just doing all damage all the time. Now we can do this. Yeah, and I don't even think this is as much a button press function as this is just straight up just smash X and Y as a toggle. There doesn't seem to be any extra reason why you probably could have activated that a while ago. Like, yeah, it feels like you're trying to mash the buttons as quick as possible. So maybe you could just stick your thumb over X and Y and just push them both at the same time so you can get it even faster. R guy. What does R guy do? It says down on the D-pad. I've seen this R guy, and it seems to just point me in a certain direction. So maybe R guy is a pointer telling you where you're supposed to go. It feels like the game needed something like that. Yeah, that must be what it is. Well, the game is certainly getting to that point where we can start to be a little bit happy of where we are. The amount of the experience points here that you need isn't getting incredibly crazy as far as like doubling each time you level up. Or if it is, I haven't noticed that. We haven't unlocked any of these other scare mechs or focus boosts. So I imagine those are going to be later in the game. Feels like we're still very much in the early phase. And really, if you were going to read these stories, you might as well just try and collect them all. This is probably a good game where it would make more sense of if you got 100% save file on this game and just read all the memories there than it would be to even try and collect them all yourself. I assume I'm getting some bit of experience because of finding the collectibles, but I could be totally wrong about that too. And yeah, is there really a reason to hit this button versus this button? Not really. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. Hopefully it continues down this path of giving us more interactions and more fights between the many in-game cutscenes we're seeing. It is way too many cutscenes though. Like, I'm enjoying them, there's nothing wrong with them. You just need some more game in your game. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me, friend me on Steam, gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.